What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. My name's Elliott and I've just got back from buying a MK5 Golf GTI. Now it's got about 115,000 miles on it. Took it for a quick test drive. All seemed okay. There's a few tasty bits under the bonnet which I'm excited to show you guys, but really feel free to join me as we go on the journey to, well, uncover and tune this car. So when I went and looked around it, didn't seem anything untoward. It is a 2006 model DSG and it all seemed to drive absolutely fine. A bit shady from the seller. He did say that he'd owned it for a year, but the logbook says differently. It didn't even have his name on it and he had the yellow slip. So it did seem a bit odd, but I bought it whilst I was there, stood with him. Everything went through just fine, was able to tax it, insure it and drive it away. So guys, I'll not keep you for too long here. We'll just jump straight into looking around the car and I'll show you what tasty bits are on it and how it looks. So yeah, let's just jump straight outside now. So guys, here she is. MK5 GTI. So it's done 115,000 miles on it. So the factory xenons on there, which were apparently there from factory. The auto levelers do work on them, so that's a good thing. There's some BBS replicas on there that actually, you know what, they're looking pretty good nick. All the tyres, plenty of tread on them, which I don't know on this model, I'm not too sure. Oh, I've noticed a little bit of rust there that wasn't there previously. Great, that's going to be something needs doing. There you go, common problem on these MK5s. The front end looks, you know, nice enough. A few stone chips here and there, but that's to be expected with a 14-year-old car. Let's check this other wing here. Like a little bit of a scrape there. Bit of orange peel there that should, I don't know if you can see on the camera, should maybe buff out, but yeah, overall not too bad. I just suppose that there's that wing on the other side that might be a bit annoying. Again, wheels not in bad nick, really. And these weird mud flaps that have been colour coded to the car, which I'm not too keen on really. I don't think they'll be staying. Who knows what's underneath them. One concerning thing when we went to look around this car is when I opened the boot here. I mean, little spare wheel in there, engine cover. Underneath the boot floor, in the spare wheel well, there was a pool of water. When I say a pool, I'm talking a decent amount. I think it's from the wash wipe tube, because when I pull on the washer lever, nothing comes out. So I've got a feeling that it's running down into the boot floor instead. It smelled like it'd been there a while, honestly. It absolutely stinks, and I think that might be partially because of the pool of water in the boot. I think it'd been sat there for that long. There was like midges in there. I don't know how the previous owner didn't even, he said, oh, I didn't notice that, maybe it's been there since I got it. That sounds a bit iffy to me, but anyway, we got all the water out while I was there. I had a look at it. Didn't seem like there was too much of an issue under there. There was no rust. It looked like it'd just been sat for a while, and I thought, well, water's just, could just be a seal, could be anything really, couldn't it? So it didn't really faze me too much. You know, the price that we agreed on it was reasonable, so I thought, you know what, I'll just deal with that. It makes for some content for you guys, so yeah. Actually thinking about it, I think the front ones might have a bit of tint on it as well. Yeah, they look very lightly tinted. I don't know if that's a spray or film. It's probably spray. Oh, actually I don't know, because there's some bubbles on it. Maybe it is tint film. I'll have a look and try and probably get rid of that. This grille looks a bit faded. I don't know if that's a genuine one or if that's just some kind of replacement. Same with the badges. So we'll probably look at just getting that tidied up a bit really. Another common MK5 problem with these is the door locks. So it only opens all the time with the key, but the alarm is still on. So you then have to unlock the car to get into it. Bit of an odd one. But then that brings us on to the interior. Now it stinks in here, and it smells like somebody's smoked 50 fags a day for 10 years and has also left a puddle of water somewhere because it smells damp. But that's only minor things because the leathers themselves, a little bit of bolster wear, but honestly not too bad. Some hideous red carpets, they'll be coming out. Upgraded stereo, which is quite nice. It's got Bluetooth on it as well. There's your DSG box, but all your window switches look fairly nice. Everything seems in pretty decent nick in here, really. Just a normal Mark 5 interior, really. Just to show you guys, they go 116,000 miles. Oh, probably the most interesting thing actually, which I didn't tell you guys, is the most notable thing on here is actually the Miltech. I don't know if that's just a back box, I don't know if it's a cat back. We'll have to get it up on ramps or jacks and just have a look underneath, really. And these horrible mud flaps that have all cracked and been sprayed, so we'll get them off, have a look what's underneath. Hopefully again nothing too bad. Factory parking sensors apparently. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if these came with parking sensors. But yeah, all that looks like a fairly decent car. Oh, black roof wrapped. Not great. You can kind of see the line that runs up there in two halves. I mean, black roofs on these I think do actually look pretty damn good. I would have probably picked gloss, but I don't know whether to actually try and do that again and take that off, but God knows what could be underneath there. Weird silver aerial. But yeah, really this is going to be my daily for the next couple of years, I think, so I'm not going to go too mad with it, build any power, any major power through it. I just want something that's going to be reliable, looks smart, and will get us from A to B. Tidy up the bits that need doing and see where we go from there. What else we'll do? We'll have a look under the bonnet. Now this is a slightly interesting part. That's a gander. So, now, three things I can see here. Obviously, huge air intake. I think they're R8 coil packs and a forged PCV delete, which suggests to me that there is some work been done to the car. Now, the owner said that he bought it like this. He says he doesn't think it's been remapped. He said he thinks it's been remapped, but there's no proof of it. We don't know what power that'll be running, but I think we'll get it booked in just for a health check by a local performance specialist and just see what we're working with on here. Get it up on the ramps, get it on the dyno, maybe see what power it's building. No obvious water leaks, anything like that. I don't think. Engine looks fairly, a little bit of old oil there. That could maybe just be a pipe. There's a little bit of weeping down the back here. You can probably see, but nothing too major. Maybe that's just a pipe or something split, but I'm sure we'll have a good look at this when we get it down for a health check at JBM Performance. But yeah, essentially, seems like a fairly tidy car. Hopefully it won't bring me too many problems, but time will tell. I don't know how wide these wheels are, but if you can see, they poke a little bit out of the arches. I don't know if it's lowered actually. It actually looks a little bit low on its sides. It doesn't feel low to drive. I mean, I had an A3 on bags and an A3 on, and it was on coilovers before the bags, and that seemed all, rock hard. You could tell that was lowered, but this feels firm, but not too bad, I suppose. Other than those bits, yeah, we'll see you in the next video when I decide what's going on.